So if you watched my video the other day, I kind of talked about the M4 Pro MacBook Pro up against my Mac Studio. It was faster. It was faster. But today we're going to do another comparison. And this one is in regards to my Costco HP 15L gaming PC, which, you know what, I got it at a great deal. It can do some basic gaming, and you know what, for things that I need for a PC to do, it works fine. We're going to also put it up against the Shield gaming PC that I have, and this is pretty high-end a gaming PC, so we're going to put it up against that one. If you guys want to see some other videos, you can check the channel. A lot of videos on that one in regards to gaming. And then we're going to put those machines again up against my M1 Mac Studio and my M4 Pro MacBook Pro. So first off, I tried to run as many pieces of software that were kind of across the board that I could run on both machines. So number one, we'll hit 3D Mark. Now this one actually on the PC side allows you to do this Steel Nomad in both light and regular. So regular, of course, will have higher textures and things like that. But in light mode, this, of course, is where the Shield, this thing just destroyed, it dominated. So you're looking at, in light, the Shield got 20,752. The HP pulled in at 4,801. The M1 Max, or the M1 Studio, 7,025. And the M4, 6,681. When you jump to just the standard Steel Nomad, the HP, my little HP, just it did not like it at all. 978. When you did the Shield, we still were getting 4,532. So even with high res textures and everything, it was still able to handle it quite well. Next one we brought up was Cinebench. Again, the Shield just dominated here. So pulling in 18,102, and it comes in a test like CPU, GPU, and like multi-core. So yeah, we got 18,102 versus the HP, which brought in 4,030. The M1 pulled in 11,494, and the M4 pulled in 7,617. The next set of numbers were 912 for the Shield, 602 for the HP, 638 for the M1, and 1,283 for the M4. So in this category, the actual M4 was the winner. Last one here, score-wise, pretty close, except for the M4. The Shield again, 109. The HP pulled out 101. The M1 pulled out 111, and the M4 168. So some pretty equivalent scores, except for the M4. The M4 actually did quite well there. Next, I did some Geekbench tests, and you again seeing single cores here. So the Shield pulled in the single core at 2517, the HP 2146. The M1 2389, and the M4 3571. Now, because those are single core, of course the multi-cores are just, the M4 just dominates here. But again, the PC did very well at 11,723. That's the Shield. The HP 7,220. The M1 12,210. And the M4, 19,364. So you have to say that, the Apple is doing very well with their CPU. Their CPU design is performing very good. The last two tests we did were actually in regards to like video processing applications. So we took the Insta360 Studio app, and we took a 15-minute long 360 clip inside there at 5.7K 60 frames, and we put it in a render queue twice. One, exported it as a flat HD 16:9, And then we queued up an actual 360 export. So it basically used all the stabilization features, the flow state, to export a clip that you could use in an editing software. The HP got through the first clip in 33 minutes and 11 seconds. And then by the time it finished the second video clip, the 360 export, we were looking at 1 hour, 41 minutes and 13 seconds. So that machine had some issues. The Shield did the first clip finished it in 25 minutes and 56 seconds. And again, following with the second clip, it finished in 1 hour, 5 minutes and 34 seconds. The M1 pulled the first clip, finished it in 16 minutes, 35 seconds. And it did the 360 clip in 49 minutes even. And the M4, 15 minutes, 25 seconds, followed by the 360 at 41 minutes, 47 seconds. So I don't know if Insta360 is just really optimizing for that, or if when you have the CPU, GPU on that, system on a chip, the SoC, and they're working together fast, right? Fast. Like compared to the Shield, for instance, you shaved off almost 23, 24 minutes. That's big. The next one that we did, and the final one that we did for these, was actually using DaVinci Resolve. And we brought in a 15-minute clip again. We put in a whole bunch of effects to it. Nothing that I would normally do, but something that made it hard on the system. And then we did the render on it to see how long it would render. And the HP, poor HP, that little machine, 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 4 seconds. And that was for a 15-minute clip. The Shield did it actually in 53 minutes and 35 seconds. It was actually the fastest. Followed by the M4, which was 57 minutes and 40 seconds. And then last but not least was the M1 Max at 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 56 seconds. The funny thing with this one, when I was watching the Shield up against the M4 was ahead for about 80% of the render. It was further ahead in it. And then the fans kicked in. The fans actually kicked in on the MacBook Pro, on the M4, and then the Shield started catching it. And it caught it and then blew past it. So I think the M4 was throttling a bit because it needed to keep its chip cool. Because when it got to about 2-3 minutes before it finished, it was starting to speed back up again. So if you are doing long clips, I would say that the something like just a desktop in general, normally like a high-powered desktop, would be better just because it can cool better. The M4 did great up until about 80%, where it just the fans started kicking in hard, and it was time for it to kind of be like, I need to cool down, hold on, right? So that's something. Now, gaming wise, which is really, I didn't put the Macs in this category, and this is a gaming machine, right? I didn't put them in this category at all because they can do some gaming. It's very limited what they can do. They're getting better for sure, but the Shield I have tested pretty thoroughly on games. There is again a video on the channel for this, and if you're someone looking for 4K 60, no issues. Every game I threw at it, I had it set, most of them on like ultra or epic settings. Not an issue. My HP little guy with the little 3050 in it, 1080, and I'd get 30 frames up to 60 at times. Sometimes I'd have to bring the quality down to like medium, sometimes low, but whatever, it functioned. This one, yeah, a lot of times ultra epic 4K 60, and it was 4K 60 just because that's what my monitor has. But a lot of games were pushing 100, 120, 140 frames per second. So if you're someone that's going to want a gaming machine, fantastic. Now, because this really is talking about a bunch of computers, but mostly the Shield, there are a few things that I really like about it. Number one, I love the design of it. I love the accessibility of the case, being able to, just take off the side case. And I'm not a PC guy by any means, but I've been really enjoying playing with this one. I like the amount of ports, a lot of ports on the back, like USB ports, etc., etc. I like the top mounted ports, so they have ports on the top, so a bunch of USB ports and like audio ports and things like that. Really nice, really easy to access. It surprisingly runs really quiet. You know, the fans are going, but you don't hear them. So that aspect is really good. It's a great machine. And I know it's a gaming machine, but for me, I would like a gaming machine to really be, I don't want to say best in everything, but have a few extra ports that for some reason this one just doesn't have, like USB-C ports. I would like a couple USB-C ports would be nice on there. That would be fantastic. And an SD card reader. I would simply want an SD card reader. That's it. You know, with more and more, especially external hard drives, I get it with a gaming machine. Most times you're going to use hard drives. You're going to put like an NVMe inside. But there's a lot of us that move between different computers, and having USB-C or Thunderbolt externally so that we can transfer between computers fast is a big one. And if you're going to be spending a big chunk of change on a computer, maybe it's your one and only computer, having an SD card reader on there so that you can put your photos or your videos or whatever it is on there. And SD cards are getting faster and faster, so that could also be a great way to transfer some files between computers if you're going from computer A to computer B, whatever. So would like to see those on there in a future thing. It's not as if you couldn't buy them and upgrade them to the machine, but would be nice. That's just me kind of nitpicking a little bit. Other than that, it's a fantastic machine. If you put it up against a machine that was about half the price, it was 4 times the speed in almost everything. So you pay double, you get 4 times the speeds. That's kind of nice. And if you go up against a Mac, same thing, right? You're kind of dollar for dollar really close. And in some aspects, you're faster. Some aspects, you're slower. But if you are buying this primarily as a gaming machine, there's just no question, right? There's no question at all. It games. The Macs, they can sometimes get game if the game's even available. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's my look at the Shield. I've been playing with this thing for the last 3 months, and it's good. I like it. I like it a lot. I've actually been using it for some productivity stuff, and my poor little Xbox and PlayStation haven't been getting a whole lot of use because I've been hanging out back there, right there, playing it. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll leave links below to where you guys can go take a look at the Shield, as well as some of their other machines. And we'll see you guys next video. Later.